Hi. In this tutorial, we will take a look at how we can create custom dropdowns using a combination of the new item list nodes and the node editor. Here I have a material, and using a dropdown, I can switch between different looks of the material. The names of the dropdown items are of course fully customizable. So let's check out how we can achieve this. Extension pack 6R2 introduces two new nodes, the so-called item list nodes. We have the item list and the item list switch. The switch mimics other extension pack switches, such as the input switch node. You can attach the different streams to switch between to these case input ports. Other than the input switch node, in the item switch, we are using a dropdown to select which stream should be active, such as in this case where I'm switching between two different procedural nodes. Before we talk about customizing the naming of those dropdown entries, let's look at the other node, which is just called item list. The node has the exact same dropdown as the switch node. However, all it gives as an output is the number or index of the dropdown selection. I can now use this out index and attach it to the index input port of one or multiple item list switch nodes to effectively override the dropdown selection within the node. So using the item list node, you can easily control the case selection of multiple item list switch nodes all at once. So far so good. Now let's get rid of those ugly namings inside the dropdowns. Let me quickly group my node setup using Ctrl and G, dive inside, and then let's expose the dropdown of the item list node to the outside of the group. Now let's go up to the main graph again and make sure our group node is selected. We can see the exposed dropdown here in its node properties. Next, let's go to the right mouse click menu, edit, and choose the node editor. Alternatively, we could press Alt and K. In here, we only have one attribute at the moment. So let's scroll until we see the item list column here and double click on the cell. In this dialog, we can now edit the entries finally. Let's first delete the ones we don't need by selecting and pressing this minus button or just pressing hotkey del. To rename an item, just select it and start typing. Let's close this dialog and hit the apply button in the main node editor as well. And that's it. Now we have renamed our dropdown contents to more logical namings. In this example, I did the renaming on an exposed attribute. However, I could have done it directly on the item list node themselves. Let's go inside the group and select an item list node. Press Alt and K to open the node editor. And here we have again our item list we can edit. A quick note about performance of those switch nodes. They're quite lightweight, so it should be safe to use them without incurring a major performance downside. While the initial spinning wheel in Mari, the shader compiling, will increase depending on how many cases you're using, the actual frames per second when viewing the node should be roughly equal to what you would get if you directly view the input that is connected to one of those case ports.